makes the catch for out number 2.
I mean, quite frankly, you're just not as talented as some of these other teams right now. And you're playing some players that, this year there'll be players on this team that next year won't be playing in a big league stadium. So that's what happens with young teams. You're trying to find out who do you have coming up, and who do you have to maybe trade to get another piece of the puzzle or something like that. But the Yankees and when you start looking at the Rays, the pitching that they have, the ability that they have to be a complete team. Yeah, it's going to be a long year. There's no question about that. But the Orioles are going to be able to find out in 60 games who they have that are capable of competing against those type of teams.
Wojciechowski delivers outside to Sanchez, 1 ball and no strikes. Based on winning percentages from last year, the Orioles have the 3rd hardest schedule in baseball, the 2nd hardest in the American League. The Angels, the only team that has a tougher schedule. The 1-0 is in for a strike, 1 ball and 1 strike, and then the 2nd hardest schedule belongs to the Marlins after the Angels. Sanchez was a strikeout victim against Wojciechowski in the first. 6-1 Yankees. Pitch to the plate and a cut and a miss. 1-2. 5-1 Yankees, beg your pardon. Two outs, base is clear. Wojciechowski searches for the sign. 1-2. This is in the dirt with a breaking ball.
I think Wojo needs to pitch backwards a little bit more, and what I mean by that is, most pitchers get ahead of the fastball and then try to get you to miss with the off-speed. With his stuff, he needs to be a little bit more unpredictable than that.
2-2 pitch. Breaking ball is down, and it's dropped by Severino.
If you get even his off-speed stuff isn't terrific, so they can kind of see that. And at 89 to 90, 91, 92, they're used to 94, 97, so that's actually, throwing the ball in there a little bit slower. They have that extra millisecond of time to lay off some of those off-speed pitches, so he's better off throwing the fastballs late.
3-2, hack and a miss for strike 3. He goes up the ladder and strikes out Sanchez for a second time, but the Yankees' lead grows by 3 more runs as they get homers from Judge and Hicks. 5-1 Yankees going to the middle of the 3rd on the Orioles Radio Network.
August 8th is National Baseball Card Day, and Topps would like to celebrate with you. Visit your local hobby shop where you'll receive a free pack of cards just for entering and a special card if you purchase $10 or more of Topps products. You can also visit your local Target and Walmart stores to receive special cards with a purchase of 2020 Topps Chrome. Rip open the excitement and celebrate National Baseball Card Day on August 8th with Topps by visiting Topps.com for more information.
From Baltimore to Salisbury to the Chesapeake Bay region, PNC is investing in Maryland businesses, communities, and people. At PNC, they believe that giving back to customers, employees, and our community is the right thing to do. Because when one of us succeeds, we all win. Visit PNC.com/about us to learn more. PNC Bank, a proud supporter of the Baltimore Orioles. National Association, member FDIC.
Orioles fans, stop what you're doing and go to agwayenergy.com/thebird to get your hands on a one-of-a-kind limited edition light-up bird bobblehead. Our friends at Agway Energy Services. This exclusive bobblehead was custom designed and is sure to become a collector's item. Again, supplies are limited, and you can't find this in stores. So visit agwayenergy.com/thebird now to claim yours today.
The Orioles play here every game all season long, covering 6 states and the District of Columbia. This is the Orioles Radio Network.
When the Orioles play, the fan is there.
Yankees home runs in the game, including 2 in the top of the 3rd. Solo homer by Judge and then a 2-run homer by Hicks. And it is a 5-1 Yankees lead as we start the last of the 3rd inning with former Orioles pitcher Dave Johnson and our producer-engineer Kevin Reed. Jeff Arnold with you from an empty Camden Yards tonight. Garrett Cole to the plate and punches the outside corner with a fastball, strike 1. Stewart, Hayes, and Santander in this inning. Orioles lone run and an RBI double from Iglesias in the first. The 0-1 fastball outside.
I talked about the opportunity that Dwight Smith Jr. is getting because of the situation with Mancini. So now DJ Stewart, same thing, getting an opportunity to get some regular playing time.
1-1 fastball inside.
When he came up and that injury thing happened to him, and every time it seemed like he was going to get on a little bit of a roll and a freak happened. So I really want to see what this guy can do. Look, he's the #1 pick, and he's going to get every opportunity to show it.
2-1 fastball outside. 3-1. He was dealing with an ankle injury, and he would not have been on the opening day roster had the Orioles started in March, but he had time to basically have an offseason during quarantine. 3-1. Swings and skies it foul, third base side. Count runs full. His wife is a nurse, so she was able to monitor his rehab process. He came in really good shape, somebody that Brandon Hyde wanted to get as many at-bats as he could for in inner squads and the opening day roster. 3-2. Line foul off the screen. Like you mentioned, Dave, former first-round pick by the Orioles out of Florida State, a place where he always wanted to go to college. Played for the all-time great Mike Martin and committed there when he was a sophomore in high school. Seventh pitch on the way to Stewart. Orioles down 5-1. Cole delivers and is high for ball 4.
You know, I wish our listeners could see this awesome bobblehead we have sitting here in the booth. Compliments of Agway Energy Services. You can't buy this limited edition light-up bobblehead in stores, so learn more by visiting agwayenergy.com/thebird.
I was wondering if you had one of those bobbleheads to light it up, because your room was dark for a while. I think you just turned the lights on. So
I just hit the bobblehead and it just shook a little bit and the lights came on. That's what it was. Yeah.
Here's Hayes, walked and scored the Orioles' lone run. Cole delivers down and away for a ball.
I was sitting here, I was like, I did the first two and a half innings. I'm like, the lights aren't even on.
Well, we had some natural daylight we were working with, but now it's gotten a little bit dark, and the lights are pretty much at full effect at Camden Yards for this home opener. Hayes climbs in right side. No batting gloves. The pitch. Fastball. Middle of the plate for a called strike.
You know, it struck me odd there when you were talking about DJ Stewart there a second ago. He said he committed in high school when he was a sophomore to go to one of the best baseball schools in the country. I didn't even make the JV team when I was a sophomore in high school.
But you still made the major leagues. The 1-1 hit on a line out to center. Hicks coming in, makes the catch right around New York on his jersey top, and Stewart heads back to first.
Yeah, Overly High School. Yeah, you're not good enough for JV here. He's like, I'm going to Florida State. Super.
Well, DJ, we know that we all blossom at different times.
Yeah, okay, I'll go with that one.
Here's Santander. Blossomed early in his professional career. Is one of the players that Brandon Hyde has really been impressed by. Pitch on. Fastball high for ball 1. And like Austin Hayes, Santander, you figure, is going to be one of the outfielders that the Orioles will build around. And you also have to account for guys like Ryan Mountcastle and Heston Kjerstad, he picked with second overall selection this year. The 1-0. A swing and a towering fly ball out to shallow right center field. Sprinting in is Aaron Judge. He's under it and makes the catch for out number 2. A lot of hang time, not a whole lot of distance. And Stewart remains at first base. Jose Iglesias stepping in from the right, and earlier he talked about how well he hit in Boston.
I don't know. I hope so. I think, the coaching staff and, they're doing a great job or let the players beat their stuff. And, I'm very happy. And like I say, I take it one day at a time and doing everything I can to help his team.
And he certainly did over the course of the weekend. Nearly had 5 hits in Sunday's game. He had an opportunity to reach a new career high, just wasn't able to do it. But 4 for 5, 2 doubles, and RBI. And tonight, a double in the first inning against Garrett Cole, the only hit that Cole is allowed. Pitch to the plate is over the inside for a called strike. Crowd noise providing a low murmur. The 0-1. That's off the outside corner. 1 ball and 1 strike as you are required to pipe in crowd effects. They're from MLB The Show. They sounded a little bit louder when we got started, and they've toned them down a little bit. The 1-1. Fastball over the middle of the plate for strike 2. But they turned him up a little bit louder. Iglesias had his RBI double, and it's something that teams all across baseball are trying to figure out, how to mix the crowd noise properly to provide a little bit of energy for the players and for the fans watching from home. 1-2. Swing and a miss over a breaking ball in the dirt. Blocked by Sanchez. Applies the tag on Iglesias. And that is 4 strikeouts now for Garrett Cole. After 3 in Baltimore, it's a 5-1 Yankees lead over the Orioles on the Orioles Radio Network.
Baseball at Oriole Park just as summer is kicking into high gear, and the Guinness Open Gate Brewery is just 8 miles from Camden Yards. We're combining 260 years of Irish brewing experience with American beer creativity. Stop by our socially distanced outdoor beer garden and check us out. You just might be surprised by what you find on tap, like our easy-drinking Guinness Baltimore Blonde. Plan your visit at GuinnessBreweryBaltimore.com or at Guinness Brewery US on Instagram and Facebook. Please drink responsibly. Guinness Brewing Company, Baltimore, Maryland.
The Orioles Radio Network.
Oh, you got the food? Yeah, I got the food. Okay, here's the windup and the pitch. It's a chicken. I didn't see that coming. When I'm about the plate. Oh, and it's going, gone. And it's good. What's next? Royal Farms Italian cold cut sub. All right. But you just went. Give me a break. I'm hungry. You know you're batting out of order. But okay, go ahead.
Nothing goes better with baseball than a Royal Farms sandwich or ice cold fountain soda. Day games, night games, double headers. Before you watch the baseball game, Royal Farms is the place to go.
All right, what's next?
World famous chicken and Western fries.
Perfect. I'm up.
Sit down. I'm pinch hitting. When it comes to baseball, food, and beverages, Royal Farms has an all-star lineup. Stop in before the next game and get what you want. It'll make watching it a truly satisfying experience. Real fresh, real fast. Royal Farms.
This is Chris Davis. Catch every game in 24/7 coverage on your home for the Baltimore Orioles, 105.7 The Fan.
The Orioles play here every game. 105.7 The Fan.
Start of the 4th inning at Camden Yards. Orioles trail the Yankees 5-1. The Yankees have played a little bit of long ball, similar to the way that they did so in 2019. 3 home runs in the game by LeMahieu, Hicks, and Judge. Asher Wojciechowski faces Gio Urshela, the 8-hole batter in the initial offense, taking ball inside. While Urshela might be hitting out of the 8, and then you've got Brett Gardner in the 9-hole. You can't sleep on either of these two for what they provided for the Yankees a year ago. The 1-0, Urshela skies this foul, first base side. It's back into the seats. Urshela put together a career season for the Yankees. He made some swing adjustments when he was playing at AAA. He finished with 21 home runs last year, led the team with 34 doubles. Wojciechowski into the motion, 1-1. Swinging a chopper foul to third. Asks Phil Nambin, the Yankees' third base coach, and it's 1 ball and 2. 21 home runs last year. And Dave, before that, in his first 167 games in the major leagues, he had only 8.
Yeah, it's making some adjustments, trying to get an idea of how to get more power, maybe change the swing a little bit, maybe the approach.
1-2, lash to third, going towards the line is Ruiz, who snags it out of the air. The crowd goes wild, and there's one away.
When you talk about these two, and Urshela and Gardner, for a lot of teams, they could bat in the first and second slot. with some power. Urshela could bat second. Gardner with his speed. I mean, he's at the end of his career. He's not the guy he was, 5, 6, 7 years ago. But he's still a pesky hitter. He's got a lot of experience. And, so the Yankees do have a couple guys at the end of the lineup that you're waiting for that lineup to turn over. But it's like, hey, wait a minute. Don't let these guys get on base before it turns over, because now you're in more trouble.
5-1 New York. First pitch. Fastball outside for ball one. They worked with Urshela on getting his legs into his swing. He was able to get some more balls into the air, and that's what Gardner exclusively focused on last year, was hitting more balls in the air. The 1-0. Here's a strike over the outside corner.
And that's just what's so crazy, because that's how it used to be before. You want to hit on top of the ball, hit the ball on the ground. Ballparks were bigger. The ball wasn't as lively. If you hit the ball in the air when I pitched, you were out.
1-1 pitch, breaking ball outside.
And I don't mean when I pitched in the game. I meant during that era. Of course, when I pitched and they hit it in the air, it went out of the ballpark. That's a whole other story. But yeah, I mean, you tried to, I tried to get them to, hit a sinker every now and then. But if they hit it in the air, they usually were out.
2-1, a swing.
And now, of course, everybody's trying to hit the ball in the air, and they're trying to, get the ball up. And what's really crazy about it is that teams are trying to pitch up in the zone more with four-seam fastballs. And now, so the hitters are trying to hit the ball in the air. Well, it's easier to hit the ball in the air on a pitch that's up in the zone.
2-2 is outside, and the count is full, and they're teaching hitters to swing with more of an uppercut as to the way that you would generally teach hitting. And then the pitcher's throwing those four-seam fastballs that kind of jump over the hitter's bats, and Garrett Cole's got one of the best in baseball. 3-2 pitch, a swing and a miss. Gardner shouts something at the ground as he goes down on strikes. Wojciechowski has gotten the first two in the top of the fourth, but the Yankees are on top 5-1.
Yeah, he threw a backup breaking ball there, a little slider that was supposed to break down and in, and it just stayed up. It just kind of spun a little bit and didn't do very much. And the hitters see and recognize a pitch, then it doesn't do what they think it's going to do at the last second. That's when they swing. He literally swung about 8 inches underneath that pitch.
Here comes LeMahieu, 1 for 2 with a homer. Wojciechowski to the plate, slicing line drive out to right center. Going into a dive is Hayes. He can't get to it. Ball rolls onto the warning track, back up by Santander. Stopping at second base is LeMahieu with a double. Austin Hayes decided to go all out, and he missed it. Santander backs up, and LeMahieu checks into second with his second extra base hit of the game.
Yeah, I like the effort, and I like the mindset of going for that play. Some would say, well, there's 2 outs. If that ball drops in front of you, keep him at first base. But the guys that are coming up next, they're in scoring position in the batter's box, let alone the guy at first in scoring position or second base. Typically, you call scoring position second and third. So I like the effort there. Try to make the out. If not, you're going to have to get Judge out anyway. And if it goes for a double, maybe you can be a little bit more careful with Judge, who did hit the home run earlier, and work around him a little bit. At least not give him anything really good to hit.
First one to Judge. Breaking ball, top of the zone for strike one. Agree with you. It is a calculated risk. We know Hayes is going to go all out. He also has a great sense as to when you take risks and when you don't. And with 2 outs, that's probably a good spot for one of them. Yankees 5, Orioles 1. Wojciechowski checks second, dials home. Swing and a miss. Good sweeping breaking ball. Is tailing away from Judge. So you're ahead of Judge, nothing in going with if you're Wojciechowski in the spot.
Yeah, I still like the fastball, but I like it down. See, I just think that he's thrown enough breaking balls that I like fastball down and away or down and in, but I don't like anything up against Judge.
Pitch. Breaking ball. They say Judge went around. So he went breaking ball down and away. Judge goes through it, and Wojciechowski with 2 strikeouts strands a man at second. Middle of the fourth from Camden Yards. The Yankees with a 5-1 lead on the Orioles Radio Network.
Did you know Geico's now offering an extra 15% credit on car and motorcycle policies? That's 15% on top of what Geico could already save you. So what are you waiting for? Your dentist to actually believe you?
And you're flossing every day.
Absolutely.
Great. And you're cutting down on your sweets?
Of course.
Wonderful. Then I don't even need to look in there.
Great. See you in 6 months.
There's never been a better time to switch to Geico. Save an extra 15% when you switch by October 7th. Visit geico.com for details.
New Fast Play games from the Maryland Lottery give you the chance to win fast. There's no winning, just instant winning. And now Fast Play gives you 120 more chances to win with the Fast Play contestant of the game. This season, 2 contestants will be drawn for all 60 Orioles games. Just enter all your Fast Play tickets. You'll win $500 just for being chosen a contestant of the game, plus $500 for every Orioles home run. Play fast and win fast with new Fast Play games from the Maryland Lottery. And please play safely and responsibly.
Stay safe, active, and engaged with the Wise and Well Center for Healthy Living at Keswick. Online at choosekeswick.org, you can explore recipes and cooking classes for healthy meals and treats. Activate your creative side with our art classes and improve your balance, flexibility, and strength while our trainers lead you through easy exercises you can do at home. Stay active, stay healthy, stay wise and well. Join us online at choosekeswick.org, or for more information, call 410-662-4363.
You're listening to the Orioles Radio Network on great radio stations like 106.9 HD4 Frederick, Maryland, your hometown station for every Orioles game.
The only place to hear the game. 101 Fan.
Asher Wojciechowski strikes out Aaron Judge to end the top half of the fourth, and that play is a reason to smile, brought to you by United Concordia Dental, protecting more than just your smile. Find out more at UnitedConcordiaDental.com. Orioles with some work to do on the Yankees. They trail 5-1 as we start the bottom half of the fourth inning. Rio Ruiz steps in and takes a strike over the outside corner. Orioles have managed one hit off of Garrett Cole, RBI double from Iglesias in the first, but since that time, the Orioles with just one base runner. One. Ball skied side and into the upper deck, 0-2. Cole has struck out 4, walked 2. His first outing of the year was cut short by rain. The 0-2. Down and inside and a breaking ball. Sanchez blocks it. He's going for his second win of the season tonight. And for Garrett Cole, he has not lost a game in a very long time. He's won 17 straight decisions dating back to last May. The pitch is home. It's in the dirt. 2 balls and 2 strikes.
So, I think that shortened game, the rain game against the Nats, was probably a blessing for him, because you had the shortened spring training, the second spring training, and then, he's going to want to be out there for 7 innings, 8 innings. And there's no reason to stretch him that long in that first outing, so it probably worked out well for him.
2-2. Ruiz goes up the ladder and comes up empty. Another high fastball from Garrett Cole, 98 miles an hour. And Ruiz down on strikes for the second time.
Yeah, he can run it up there, as we talked about the mid to upper 90s velocity, but it's got a little bit of late life, and plus he has a tendency to get under the ball a little bit, and the ball has a tendency to seem to rise a little bit. And boy, it's hard to stay on top of a ball that's 97, 99 up in the zone that's rising.
Pitch to Alberto is bounced wide of third for strike 1.
Because he pitches in and out, back and forth his velocity differences. In and out, of course, is inside-outside, but he also can pitch up and down. That's why I call him a complete pitcher, a complete power pitcher. He has command, control, he's got the pitch repertoire, and clearly he's got the power with the upper 90s fastball. So, if he can go to 4 different quadrants of the strike zone and do it, having the ball going this way or that way or up or down and back and forth, that's why he's getting that type of money.
0-1. Blows a fastball by Alberto, 0-2. The other thing about Cole is that one pitch perfectly sets up the next pitch. He's incredibly cerebral in how he goes about his business. 5-1 Yankees, 0-2 in the dirt on a breaking ball from Cole. Ball and 2 strikes. against Hanser Alberto. Deft at putting the ball in play and hard to strike out. The pitch to the plate, he swings and laces this one out to right center field. Hicks moving back, makes the catch while going to a back pedal just short of the track. So it was laced by Alberto. He got a fastball up with it strong, but right in the path of Aaron Hicks.
Yeah, Hicks just was playing it perfectly. And of course, that's where you're going to play, guys. You're not going to play on the pull, so he was shaded over towards right center field, and Alberto hit the ball hard, and the ball still went out there about 350, 360 feet. But Hicks just happened to be playing it perfectly.
Steps Renato Nunez. Cole delivers. Pumps in a strike over the inside corner. Sometimes Alberto will start to look breaking ball when he gets to 2 strikes, but he's dug with a fast. Made good contact, but Garrett Cole's that's now set down 5 in a row. 1 hit allowed through 3 2/3. Field 1. Wave and a miss by Nunez. The sharp slider from Cole, 0-2. Pretty much been those 2 pitches tonight. Fastball, slider from Garrett Cole. And if you're throwing them the way Cole is, you really don't need anything else.
Yeah, because he's top of the strike zone, hitting the spots with the upper 90s and then spotting it down low.
Well, as we say that, he skips one in about 50 feet.
Yes.
And it comes all the way into Gary Sanchez.
He's got the slider, the hard slider working. That's an upper 80s pitch for him. He'll throw a slower breaking ball. I don't really know whether it's kind of like a curve ball, but it's in the low 80s. He gets on top of it a little bit more, but he's just really tough.
1-2 pitch, a high drive out to left, but playable for Gardner. Up into the pitch dark sky, makes the catch head level, and Cole puts together another 1-2-3 inning. We go to the 5th inning, a home opener in Baltimore. New York with a 5-1 lead on the Orioles Radio Network.
Toyotas have reliability, value, and style that'll look awfully good on you. Like a new 2020 RAV4, now with 1,000 cash back from Toyota. Or get as low as 0% APR on a hybrid Camry, Corolla, or Avalon. And how about the spacious Highlander? Right now with 1.9% APR or 1,500 Toyota finance cash. Or take a 4Runner with 1,500 cash back. Or Tundra with up to 2,500 cash back. Visit buyatoyota.com for all the details. You can take cash back or apply to down payment. Finance cash on select models available on financial services and is applied toward down payment. Offers exclude TRD Pro models and hybrid offers may vary. Not all buyers will qualify for special APR financing and finance cash from Toyota. See your dealer for details. Offers end August 3rd. Trust Toyota to be here for you with reliability and value that lasts.
You look awfully good on me.
Go Toyota.
You can be an MVP for a patient in need. The coronavirus pandemic is extraordinary, but the need for blood goes on no matter what. You can help patients in need this August by donating blood with the American Red Cross. Baltimore Orioles, University of Maryland Medical Center. It's happening at the Sheraton Inner Harbor, 300 South Charles Street in Baltimore. All presenting blood donors will receive a voucher for 2 value or classic tickets to an Orioles game. Schedule your appointment today at redcrossblood.org.
This is Trey Mancini. Catch every game in 24/7 coverage on your home of the Baltimore Orioles. 105.7 The Fan.
105.7 The Fan. Home of every Orioles game.
5th inning of Orioles baseball is presented by A Bright Idea Advertising and Public Relations. If your business wants to amplify its brand, contact A Bright Idea for a fresh approach to your advertising, graphic design, social media, and video production. Visit IdeaDreamTeam.com. With Dave Johnson and our producer-engineer Kevin Reed, Jeff Arnold with you. Orioles 5-1 in the 5th, as the initial offering is low to Gleyber Torres for ball 1. 3 home runs by the Yankees. And that pitch thrown by Asher Wojciechowski, number 80 on the game. Here it comes. There's a cut and a miss through a breaking ball from Wojciechowski. Evan Phillips is starting to throw for the Orioles out in left center field. They're figuring Wojciechowski, if he could give you 5 innings, that would probably be ideal for a first outing. The 1-1. Swing and a miss over a breaking ball 1-2. But tonight for Wojo, the problem he's had is he balls up to the wrong hitters. And it's led to a couple of long balls. 1-2 the count against Torres. Here's the pitch. Swing a pop-up, shallow right field. Out goes Hanser Alberto. Looks skyward and makes the catch. One away. And Carlos Stanton is next. Well, before the game, and this is the home opener, so it is exciting that we finally got to this point because I don't know if a lot of us figured we ever would with COVID-19 going on and then some of the negotiations that took place. But we get to this point, but kind of with heavy hearts today as Mo Gaba, Baltimore superfan, passed away yesterday. The pitch home. Fastball is up and in to Giancarlo Stanton for ball one. Who personified living life with a smile as there's a swing, a ground ball out to the left side. Grabbed by Ruiz. He throws to first base, and Stanton becomes out. That will pause 10 seconds for station identification on the Orioles Radio Network.
The flagship station of the Baltimore Orioles. 105.7 The Fan, WJZFM, Catonsville, Baltimore. Let's go O's.
2 outs in the 5th inning. Aaron Hicks coming to bat. And as we were saying about Mo Gaba, somebody that lived life with a smile. He dealt with adversity in a way that almost anybody could admire. He had an infectious laugh, and he brought a ton of joy to Baltimore. There's a strike into Aaron Hicks, 0-1, and just a very sad day for the city. And Mo, just what he meant to every community. It's really hard to put into words.
It really is, and they tried to be as quick as they could.
Well, one is high.
With getting the whole thing, they basically going into the Orioles Hall of Fame. As a fan, only one other one, while Bill Hagee was the one that has gone in that order. And it's just so unfortunate that Mo just couldn't hang on a little bit longer. He dealt with such a terrible situation.
1-1 is at the knees for a strike. The good news, though, is he found out he was going to the Hall of Fame while he was still with us.
Yes, and fortunately they were able to let him know that. And it just, I'm just trying to picture what it would have been like to have 40-some thousand people here with Mo maybe out there getting a chance to throw out that first pitch. Just didn't quite work out that way.
1-2 is inside. 2 balls and 2 strikes against Hicks. I'd say the best radio that I've listened to the entire summer, probably the best radio I'll listen to all year, was Big Mo Show that he did with Jeremy Kahn in our flagship 105.7 The Fan. And we send our thoughts and prayers to Mo's family, friends, pitches home, outside, full counts, as well as Jeremy, who became a lifelong friend, and their connection was just incredibly special.
It absolutely was, and Jeremy did so much. I know this really hits Jeremy a lot harder than a lot of other people, and so I think you actually have to include Jeremy in with the family.
3-2, swing and a miss, strike 3. Wojciech picks up a 1-2-3 5th inning, getting Torres, Stanton, and Hicks. We're halfway home from Camden Yards, home opener. Yankees Orioles 1 on the Orioles Radio Network.
Ever wonder where the capital A in Chick-fil-A came from? It started with grade A, top quality chicken. But we believed everything, not just the food, should be grade A.
My name is Jake, and I work at Chick-fil-A Hickory Flat. To me, the A in Chick-fil-A is for above and beyond. It's about making sure that our guests know that we care about them and that we're going above and beyond for them in all the details.
The A in Chick-fil-A is for all the we do to bring you our best every day.
Real team member paid for their testimonial.
The year 2020 has been anything but normal, but with the return of baseball, backyard barbecues, Together with family and friends, it's starting to feel like summer again. If we want to continue to enjoy these things, we have to follow the advice of health experts. And remember to be safe to stay safe. That means wearing our face masks and maintaining distancing in public. If we do our part, we can keep ourselves and each other safe. Be safe to stay safe. A message from Baltimore County.
Gone! It's the Honda Summer Clearance Event. Step up to the plate for the hottest deals of the season with clearance pricing on your favorite Honda model. Fuel-efficient sedans like the turbocharged Accord and Civic. Rugged all-wheel drive SUVs like the CR-V, HR-V, Pilot, and Passport. Knock it out of the park with a clearance deal on a long-lasting, reliable Honda. Don't miss the Honda Summer Clearance Event. Now at your local Honda dealer.
The Orioles play here every game all season long, covering 6 states and the District of Columbia. This is the Orioles Radio Network.
For everything Baltimore sports, 105.7 The Fan.
Time for the Geico mid-game recap for the Orioles. In the game tonight, 1 run, 1 hit, and 2 errors. For the Yankees, 5 runs, 4 hits, and no errors. First pitch to Dwight Smith is in the dirt. 1. So far, the difference has been the pitching of Garrett Cole and 3 different Yankees home runs. Cole into the motion with a 1-0. Fouled over the screen. Count even against Smith. The mid-game recap presented by Geico. Great news. There's a quick way you can switch to Geico. Go to geico.com, and in 15 minutes, you can save 15% or more on car insurance. The 1-1 pitch. Fastball, knee-high, strike 2 into Smith. Cole has struck out 5 and has walked 2. The second start of the year. Orioles and Yankees meeting for the first time this season tonight. 1-2 pitch in the dirt on a breaking ball. Supposed to be the Marlins that were going to be here, but 18 different Marlins players and staff affected by COVID-19. They are going to be shut down until Monday, at least. 2-2 pitch. Swinging a chopper foul into the Orioles dugout on the first base side. And the Orioles, they know they're playing the Yankees today and tomorrow, and then they know they're playing the Rays, but after that we'll have to see about the rest of the schedule because the Yankees are supposed to come back early next week.
Yeah, I think they're just going to end up kind of piecing this thing together somehow.
2-2, swing and a miss, and Smith down on strikes.
I mean, if you asked me 2 days ago, at that point I probably was leaning closer to maybe 60, 70% thinking that we wouldn't even be playing right now. But fortunately, we are playing the game, and tomorrow night, and we'll see where it goes from there. But we just hope that was just a situation that was isolated there, and those teams that were involved in that can get through this and get going in the right direction.
Pitch to Severino, swing and a miss, 0-1, 5-1 Yankees, the bottom of the 5th. I think it was a wake-up call for everybody, and realizing that you can do everything right. This virus, it's elusive. The 0-1. Fastball is in for a strike. 0-2 against Severino. The Orioles, after they were in Boston, flew down to Miami and were there Sunday night and then flew back Monday night to Baltimore. Had a workout yesterday and action against the Yankees tonight. The 0-2. Half swing and a breaking ball out of the zone, and they say that Severino went around. So Cole with back-to-back strikeouts. That is now 8 in a row set down by Garrett Cole.
Well, just a terrific pitch. I mean, his breaking ball is so sharp. You can say, well, this guy has a slider and a curve. Well, there's different types of sliders and curves. And when you have the ability to run it up there in the upper 90s, the hitter has to make his mind up he's going to swing a millisecond or two faster than somebody who's throwing the low 90s.
Pitch to Stewart. He swings and smashes it out to center field. Aaron Hicks is back, and he makes the catch in fairly deep center field. Garrett Cole puts together his second straight 1-2-3 inning, and off we go to the 6th at Camden Yards. Yankees 5, Orioles 1 on the Orioles Radio Network.
Terrible call.
What? It was right down the middle.
Don't listen to him. He thinks everything's a bad call.
Not true. I made a great call this morning, and I'm going to make another great call after the game.
What?
Yep. I went to Royal Farms today for my coffee and a breakfast sandwich. And after the game, I'm going to go back and score some world-famous chicken.
Of course he is.
Going to before or after the game is always a great call. Real fresh, real fast. Royal Farms.
PNC has made a home here in the heart of our region, investing in our businesses, our communities, and our people. PNC's focus on giving back is part of an ongoing commitment to customers, employees, and the communities they serve. Because when one of us succeeds, we all win. Visit PNC.com to learn more about taking steps towards your financial goals. PNC, a proud supporter of the Baltimore Orioles. PNC Bank National Association, member FDIC.
Somewhere out there's a man on a park bench eating his 500th PB&J. He has no idea Papa John's has new Papadillas that are way better than a boring sandwich. With Papa John's best meats, cheeses, and veggies hand-folded into a crispy flatbread crust. Someone better tell that man. Get a new Papadilla in 1 of 4 flavors for just $6. Better ingredients, better pizza, better than a sandwich. Papa John's. Not valid with discounts, fees, and taxes. Extra prices may vary.
This is Alex Cobb, here every inning of the new era of baseball in Baltimore on the Orioles Radio Network.
When the Orioles play, the fan is there.
Orioles make the call to the bullpen, and it is brought to you by Point Breeze Credit Union. Evan Phillips is the new arm for the Orioles. He takes over for Asher Wojciechowski in the top of the 6th. 5 innings, 4 hits, 5 runs, 4 earned, 2 walks, and 7 strikeouts for Wojciechowski, who threw 92 pitches, 56 of them for strikes. Wojciechowski also allowed 3 home runs in the game. And he gives way to right-hander Evan Phillips, 6'2", 215-pound right-hander. He's 25 years old and grew up as an Orioles fan on Eastern Shore from Salisbury, Maryland. Throws a fastball, slider, and changeup. And it's another pitcher that if the season started in March, he fires and is outside to Mike Ford for ball 1. Season started in March, then Phillips would not have been with the team when the year would have gotten underway.
Yeah, so, here's an opportunity, another guy who didn't have to miss any time because everybody missed the time. And we're going to see what he can do here.
Pitch home, and that is outside 2-0.
He's got the big fastball. He can throw it in there mid-90s. He can get it a little bit above that at times. But it's been about command with him. And we talk about, the team not walking guys. Of course, Rojo walked a couple here tonight. And, Evan Phillips has to throw the pitch over the plate early in the count. And then he can get some swings and misses. He gets swings and misses anyway. But, his 2-to-1 ratio doesn't work simply because in 28 innings last year, he walked 20 guys. You can't walk 6.5 guys per 9. Even in the minor leagues, he walked 4 guys per 9, which is high. And for a strikeout guy, he's just got to be able to somehow, some way, find a way to get the ball over the plate earlier in the count and then let that big fastball play.
2-0 is a strike. The 2-1 is low, and it's 3 balls and a strike. He had 8 different stints with the Orioles last year. Dealt with elbow soreness in March. Led to an MRI. He got a second opinion from Dr. Neil Elatrach in L.A. Fortunately, didn't require surgery for Phillips, but he said he was scared. 3-1 outside. Five-pitch walks.
Yeah, it just doesn't seem like he has a pitcher's feel. It seems like, hey, I can throw the ball really hard, but you can almost tell by his body language and even the expression on his face when he throws pitches and it doesn't go where he wants it to go. It's like, man, everything was good. I thought it was right there where it needs to be, but I just can't finish it off and get it to that spot. And you just won't be able to pitch effectively at the big league level. You just won't be able to stay up here if you can't throw it over the plate.
First offering, breaking ball strike into Gary Sanchez. Come over to the Orioles from the Atlanta Braves. Steps off the rubber, brings his left arm up towards his face and wipes some of the sweat from his brow. Ready on 0-1. He pitches. Where number 8, as long as he possibly could, until, as he said it, single-digit numbers for pitchers were no longer cool. The next offering is in there for strike 2.
He's got a pretty good breaking ball, and he just threw one there to Sanchez. So, now it's a matter of, do you throw another breaking ball 3 in a row? He hasn't thrown Sanchez a fastball yet, or does he try to locate a fastball, and can you get it where you need it to go? Stay out of the danger and put it in a tough spot to hit, but the hitter's got to go after it because it's too close to take.
0-2 pitch, breaking ball just missed off the inside corner.
Pretty good pitch there. I've already seen situations where, when you're missing with command, you just don't get those close pitches. And then you really start to fight yourself out there because you're like, man, that was close. Now, we could see in the replay that ball missed by like 2 or 3 inches. But when you're pitching and you're throwing it, you think that's a strike.
2-2. Breaking ball, front door, strike 3. So he comes right back, slider, and freezes Sanchez. Quality pitch over the inside corner.
Yeah, not where he was trying to throw it, but it did break at the last second to hit the inside part of the plate. Sanchez had no chance to do anything with that. And so he gets a little bit lucky there, and that's okay. You're not going to throw every pitch where you want to. The guy on the other side, Garrett Cole, he hasn't thrown everything where he wants to either, but he's got a little bit, much better command than what you're looking at here. So I think it's just a work in progress for him.
Pitch to the plate, fastball up and into Urshela. That one was clocked at 95 miles an hour. Speed gun readings during Orioles baseball brought to you by Xfinity. You're connected home with gig speed internet from Xfinity. Learn more at Xfinity.com. Phillips throws over to first base and checks on Ford. 5 runs, 4 hits, no errors for the Yankees. A run on just 1 hit and 2 errors. As Garrett Cole has sent down the last 9 Orioles that he's faced. Phillips comes set on 1-0. Delivers to Urshela. Breaking ball. Stays high, ball 2. Orioles and Yankees will conclude their brief 2-game series tomorrow. Jay Happ makes the start for the Yankees. And the Orioles, sounds like John Means will be on the mound to make his season debut. 2-0. Fastball is high and in. He was supposed to be the Orioles' opening day starter in Boston last Friday, but dealing with arm fatigue. Don't want to take any chances with Means just because of what he means to the organization. So you push him back. He's been feeling good, and it sounds like he will take the ball. And the Orioles and Yankees meet up tomorrow night. 3-0. Fastball is low and inside, ball 4. So we have seen from Evan Phillips walk, strikeout, and now Brett Gardner coming to bat with the Yankees leading by 4.
Well, I talked about the feel or lack of it, that Evan just doesn't seem to have that. And he's not missing by a bunch, and he's missing by a little bit. And if the count instead was, if it was, 0-1, 1-2 instead of 1-0, 2-0, 3-0, sometimes they go after those pitches, or sometimes you get those calls. But he just doesn't throw enough strikes to get either one of those things to happen for him.
Pitch to the plate. This is outside for ball 1. That was a strike over the outside corner. 15 pitches, just 5 of them for strikes for Evan Phillips. When you were on the mound and you were in that spot, and you just couldn't seem to locate. What would you do to get yourself on track?
Well, I had the ability to make that adjustment, I think, a little bit more so than Evan did. I knew I could throw the ball over the place. Of course, I knew when I threw it over, they were going to whack it pretty good.
The 0-1 popped up, foul territory, third base side. Going over is Ruiz, and he does not have enough room. He reached over the railing. It was into the Yankees dugout.
So that being the case, I knew I had to be really, really fine. And I walked, and I wanted to walk, and it wasn't because of command. It was because I had to stay away from, the big part of the plate. I had to hit the outside corner. I had to hit the inside corner. I had to go up and in and have them chase that pitch and jam them a little bit. If I missed with that quality pitch that I was trying to make in each at bat, I was in trouble. And looking back on it, of course, I wish I would have thrown more strikes because, again, I had the ability to do it, but I didn't almost on purpose because I was trying to be so fine and stay away from the barrel.
0-2, swing and a miss. Gardner goes down on strikes, and Phillips went backdoor slider, and Gardner went through it. Second time that he struck out at a breaking ball tonight.
Yeah, and missed the spot again. Severino's sitting low and away, and the ball backs up a little bit. He was low and in, and it stays up and away, but Gardner swings and misses because of the movement and the velocity that he has to respect at a mid-90s fastball. That's why there's such a fine line. This is a guy in Evan Phillips that if it just clicks a little bit for him, all of a sudden he's a piece. I mean, he's a guy that can really be effective for you in that bullpen. But it's just got to go a little bit better.
First pitch is up and in for ball one. He's trying to break this cycle because if we're following with the trends, the next thing would be a walk. And you obviously would want your Judge to be coming up to bat with the bases loaded. LeMahieu, great last season himself, and has a home run, which started off the game, and then a double in the fourth. 5-1 Yankees. The 1-0 hit off the end of the bat and through the left side in a shallow left center field. They give the send around to Mike Ford. Moving up to third base is Urshela. RBI single for DJ LeMahieu. 2 RBIs for him. And the Yankees are now up 6-1.
Yeah, and that's the inevitability of things when you can't throw strikes. They have a tendency to just lock right in and say, okay, you know what, I'm going to look for something out over the fat part of the plate. And if it's not there, I'm not swinging because I know this guy can't pinpoint me up. He can't spot me up to where he's going to throw me in and away and really do a number on me. So I feel more relaxed at the plate, and I know that at some point he's going to make a mistake. And if he doesn't make a mistake, he's probably going to walk me. And that's just not, that's not a feeling that you want the hitters to have when you're out there on the mound.
Aaron Judge homered earlier in the game. Pitch to him up and in. Raises his arms up. A home run for Judge in the third was his first one of the year. Orioles with 3 men on the left side of the infield. You see us in the middle. And Nunez holding on the runner at first, so you could drive a tractor trailer through the right side if you wanted to. The pitch is home. Out to left center field. This is headed towards the alley. It's cut off by Hayes. Urshela scores easily. Chugging for second is Judge. The throw goes in. Tag applied by Iglesias. So they gun down Aaron Judge, trying to stretch it for 2. 1 run will come home for the Yankees, and so they end up collecting 2 of them in the inning. And they lead 7-1 as we go to the middle of the 6th on the Orioles Radio Network.
Our homes today are like little cities, full of different interneting boroughs, like the entertainment district in the living room, or the center in the garage. And Xfinity Internet keeps it all running with the fastest speed to power all your devices at once. You get coverage around town, from the financial district home office to the spa. Plus, get added protection to help keep your Wi-Fi network safe, like an at-home police station.
Xfinity Internet keeps your little city humming with reliable speed, coverage, and added security. Now that's simple, easy, awesome. Get started with Xfinity Internet for $39.99 a month for 12 months with no term contract required. You'll get fast, reliable speed and the best in-home Wi-Fi experience with Wi-Fi. And now you can get advanced security free when you get the X-Fi Gateway. Go online, call 1-800-XFINITY or visit a store today. Requires paperless billing and autopay. Ends 9/21/20. Restrictions apply. New customers only. Limited to Performance Pro Internet with up to 200 megabits per second download speed. Equipment, taxes, and fees extra and subject to change. After promo, regular rates apply. Actual speeds vary and not guaranteed.
Just as our hometown O's bring us together to enjoy America's favorite pastime, our unites us in times of challenge and in times of joy. The Archdiocese of Baltimore encourages all to observe the guidelines intended to keep us safe and well and to protect those most vulnerable to the virus threat that is still among us. And let's remember to pray for our medical personnel who generously care for the sick and comfort the afflicted. Visit archbalt.org to learn all we're doing to serve those in need and make our community better.
This is Richard Blyer. Catch every game in 24/7 coverage on your home for the Baltimore Orioles. 105.7 The Fan.
The Orioles. Every game. 105.7 The Fan.
Yankees had 2 more runs in the top of the 6th inning as they get singles from LeMahieu and Judge. And the Orioles down 6 runs as Austin Hayes starts off the inning against Cole, bunts it foul of the 3rd line. 0-1. Alongside Dave Johnson and our producer-engineer Kevin Reed, Jeff Arnold with you. Orioles schedule got twisted around. Yankees coming to Baltimore after they were supposed to play the Phillies and open up their season at home. And then the Orioles were supposed to face the Marlins, who had a COVID-19 outbreak. So because of those couple of circumstances, Orioles and Yankees tonight. The 0-1. Fastball is at the knees, strike 2 to Austin Hayes. Nobody can seem to do anything against Garrett Cole, who after maybe throwing a few more pitches in the first inning than he would have liked, he has been locked in ever since.
Yeah, and I talked about Evan Phillips not getting the pitches called that are close.
Pitch skipped in, ball and 2 strikes against Hayes.
Where Garrett Cole was throwing a lot of strikes, and that pitch was 90. The pitch before the one he just bounced was 96, about 4 inches off the plate, maybe even a little bit low to Austin Hayes, but he gets the because he hit the catcher's mitt. And there's the difference maker there all day long when you start talking about being able to get those close pitches or not. You have to throw enough strikes to get them.
1-2, inside out and down the right field line. Curling away from Judge, and it lands foul in the corner. Garrett Cole, it has been a long time since he has lost a game. It has been a very long time. You have to go all the way back to last May. 17 straight pitch decisions that Cole has won. It's now tied for 6th most all-time for consecutive wins. And he is even with former Oriole great Dave McNally, who had a couple of wins in 68 to end the year. 1969 started the year 15-0. As that pitch is low to Hayes, 2-2.
Yeah, Dave McNally, lefty, of course, number 19. I tried to emulate his delivery when I was just 11, 12-year-old. Even though I was right-handed, he was left-handed. I love the way he kind of bent over and kind of held the glove out in front of his face.
2-2. Hayes swings and drills this one deep left center field. Hicks going back on the track, makes the catch in stride while going against the padded wall. Hayes gives it a ride, but Aaron, again, good pre-pitch positioning, and robs an Orioles hit. It's not.
Yeah, Hicks can cover a lot of ground. Hayes hit that ball pretty good. It was a fastball up in the zone. He took it for a ride, and usually we see the ball out there, field, left center field, right in front of the bullpens, really carry really well, and that catch was made about 1 stride on the bullpen, on the warning track there, so he gave it a ride, just didn't quite get enough of it.
Here's Santander, who's gone 0 for 2. Cole dials home, and is in the dirt with his first pitch for ball 1. Cole, the only hit he's given up was the double to Iglesias back in the first. .0 pitch. And a swing and a high pop-up. Foul territory, third base side. And it's into some empty seats. There are a couple of photographers who are actually 15 rows up or so beyond the dugout, and they've got their cameras out taking pictures and got their masks on and everything, but there is some yellow caution tape which tells them no closer. 1-1. Fastball off the inside corner, ball 2. Garrett Cole has lost no velocity, 97 miles an hour. That 1-1 pitch. Sean Armstrong is starting to throw for the Eagles in the bullpen. Evan Phillips pitched the 6th. 2-1 pitch, chopped on the ground into the side. Down to a knee, it's LeMahieu. He picks, throws to first for out number 2. Sends up Jose Iglesias. RBI double in the first, and was a Cole strikeout victim in the 3rd. Into the windup, pitch home. Ball in the middle of the plate for strike 1. Iglesias, the team was in Miami. He was where he normally lives, but was not able to leave the hotel and go visit any family. Fastball, strike over the outside corner, 0-2, and that's one of those spots with when you go on the road, you go to the park, you go to the hotel, and you don't go anywhere else for safety reasons. Two strikes the count. Iglesias looking out at Cole. The wind and 0-2 pitch is swinging a ground ball up the middle. Sliding left is Torres. Sidearm flick to first. Scooped out by Mike Ford. And that will bring the in. So Garrett Cole, 1 hit allowed over the course of 6 innings of work. We move to the 7th in Baltimore. It's a 7-1 Yankees lead over the Orioles on the Orioles Radio Network.
Call Patmos Catering to order a game day platter or stop by carryout for seafood, wings, steamed crabs, and Patmos Catering, 1801 Taylor Avenue, Parkville. Call to order game day platters at 410-665-4000. That's 410-665-4000.
Orioles fans, stop what you're doing and go to agwayenergy.com/thebird to get your hands on a one-of-a-kind limited edition light-up bird bobblehead offered from our friends at Agway Energy Services. This exclusive bobblehead was custom designed and is sure to become a collector's item. Again, supplies are limited, and you can't find this in stores. So visit agwayenergy.com/thebird now to claim yours today.
Millions plan for retirement online. Estimate your future benefits, apply for retirement, and manage your benefits all from the comfort of your home. And give yourself the freedom to do what you want offline. Social Security's online services help put you in control. Access to your information anytime, anywhere, allowing you to spend more time with family, friends, or simply just enjoying the day. Social Security, securing today and tomorrow. See what you can do online at socialsecurity.gov.
Thinking of restrictions on your home? Turn to the best this season and call Jerry Siding and Roofing. Jerry and his team get the job done right the first time, on time. Call 410-766-6800 or visit them at jerrysiding.com.
This is Chris Davis. Catch every game and 24/7 coverage on your home for the Baltimore Orioles, 105.7 The Fan.
The only place to hear the game, 105.7 The Fan.
Start of the 7th inning from Camden Yards. Yankees with 3 different multi-run frames in this one and lead it by a 7-1 score as the Orioles make a call to the bullpen. It's brought to you by Wise Markets. Sean Armstrong, the new pitcher for the Orioles, takes over for Evan Phillips. Pitched the 6th, gave up 2 runs on 2 hits, walked 2, and struck out 2. Phillips had some problems throwing strikes. He threw 21 pitches and only 9 were in the strike zone, and hopeful that Sean Armstrong can maybe attack the strike zone a little bit better.
Yeah, and Armstrong, very similar problem. His command is not quite as poor as Evan Phillips, but last year, same situation. He has the ability to strike guys out, but he just didn't throw enough strikes.
First pitch is a broken bat grounder up the middle. Just to the left of second. Hicks throws on to first. The retired Gleyber Torres. 1 pitch, 1 out. Ideal start for Armstrong send up Giancarlo Stanton.
Yeah, last year 4.3 walks per 9, so 54 innings, 54 and a third, 58 hits. So nowadays it's not unusual for guys to give up more hits than innings pitched. But what you got to do then, if that's the